Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. I'm here to talk about the year in music. 2009 was a strange year in music. Everything from auto-tune to Michael Jackson happened. First thing, let's start off. First thing I wanted to talk about was the indie invasion. Or infestation, as I like to say. All these really shitty bands that came out, and bands that were out last year that are kind of, releasing new CDs. Bands like The Killers, bands like, Kings of Leon, Phoenix, like all these really shitty bands who, they play one note on the guitar, and their drummer can't fucking play drums for shit, and their singer is it almost sounds like a joke that he just can't sing. That really bugged me. I really hope that goes away soon. I really hope either the people in the industry or the people you guys kind of see that's like, wow, this shit is just horrible. Like, what were we thinking? 10 years ago, 1999, I thought music was at a very low point, and I can kind of see that it's going downhill again. It kind of came up around the middle of the 2000s, and now it's just kind of going down. A little bit of a different story. 10 years ago, it was all these really shitty bubblegum pop bands that were basically, the record company said jump and then they did it, basically. The stupid bands, 98 Degrees, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all these really crappy bands that were basically fabricated. And now it's kind of like these indie bands that just have virtually no talent and are, on Fuse and MTV when, the 6 minutes that MTV plays music. Other stuff that bugged me was stuff like Kanye West. I found out this year that he has 10 Grammys. I mean, like, this guy's a fucking rapper. I mean, just because you have a Grammy doesn't mean you're talented. And I don't even care about the MTV Video Music Awards because, fuck Kanye, he's just has-been. Another thing that really bugged me was the auto-tune thing. I actually thought it was like one guy that was singing, all these songs. Auto-tune is just so fucking stupid. I mean, it's cool to some extent that, like, I understand some artists need a little bit of auto-tune. That's cool, whatever. Not my thing, but, the whole auto-tune on the whole, like, pop, hip-hop, rap type thing now, it's just like, it's so overused and it's so blatantly bad. And the funny thing is that the people who buy the CDs think that these people are actually singing. It just kind of shows you that literally anybody can do a recording. Anyway, moving on. The other person I kind of was like, how is this guy famous, is this guy just came out towards the end of this year, Justin Bieber, basically a little 11, 12-year-old guy that acts like he's black and raps, and everybody thinks he's amazing. And that's all he deserves, so I'm moving on. Most overrated band of the year. Kind of a tough one, but I would definitely say Kings of Leon, or as I call them, corporate sellouts. Guys, if you do some research and listen to the Kings of Leon, 4 or 5 years ago, these guys were totally different. They basically looked like hippies. Their music was totally different, and they basically sold everything to become famous. And their music is just mediocre, and their singer just sounds like he's struggling to hit every note, and that's not cool to me. That's not cool. I mean, if you're gonna sing, sing. As I always say with any kind of indie music or any kind of music that comes around this kind of feeling, if you're gonna be bad, you should quit. if you're not going to quit, at least, bury it like Blink-182 did, where, they were absolutely horrendous, but in the recordings they sounded okay. Obviously the big thing not having anything to do with music is president. If you love him, cool. If you're not, whatever. Either way, it's a big piece of U.S. history, and we should all kind of understand that. Reality TV shows really bugged me this year, especially since I found out the whole American Idol thing is already predetermined. And just all these shows where it's like, girls with big double H tits and guys with like 16 packs, and it's just like none of this is real. Like, these people that were basically manufactured and put onto a TV show and given a script, and it's called reality. I've never liked reality TV shows, and it's really kind of coming to the point where it's like everything is reality TV shows. Like, you even see movies now, and it's like the cameras are like going like this and auto-focusing, and it's like, keep the fucking camera straight, oh, let's see what else. I know there was a bunch of other things. Let's see, refer to my notes. I want to kind of make this one a little bit shorter because I haven't done this type of stuff in a really long time, and I don't want to overwhelm everyone with everything. I kind of made a poll inside my own head of the biggest flash in a pan artists of 2009, and I kind of narrowed it down to Kings of Leon, Justin Bieber, Phoenix, Phoenix, they're that band that you hear in the Cadillac commercials all the time. It's really bad music. And Lady Gaga, and I decided that Lady Gaga was definitely by far the biggest flash in the pan. The thing that bugs me the most about her is not necessarily her. I mean, it is her, but it's more or less her fans. Her fans that, think, oh, this girl is just absolutely original. She's, this has never been done before, blah, blah, blah. First of all, she basically is a carbon copy of Christina Aguilera, but just with different fashion sense. She's exactly the same person. This thing has been done 100 million times before. It'll be done 100 million more times again, I would assume. It would be nice if it wasn't, but it will be. And I know in 10 years from now, we're going to be, looking up into the year 2020, which sounds weird in itself, and we're going to be like, hey, remember when we used to think Lady Gaga was original and she was cool? Mark my words, in 10 years, nobody's going to even remember who Lady Gaga is. And not to mention, Lady Gaga, like, how do you take yourself seriously and you call yourself Lady Gaga? Anyway, I want to kind of make this one a little, quick one. I just want to say Happy New Year, guys. I hope in the new upcoming year, in the new upcoming decade, music will take a turn, and you, the consumers, will actually buy CDs. It would be really cool to support independent artists, not just like myself, but by all the other bands, and buy a CD. I mean, I know the economy is shit, but, I know that people can come up with $12, $15 to go into a music store and buy a CD. It really helps us. It really kind of fucks us over when people buy stuff on iTunes and they only buy like one or two songs. I will admit that music is at a very all-time low right now, and most artists aren't releasing good albums. They're releasing one or two good songs. So I can understand it that, but then on the other sense, it's the record company's fault for signing a band that only has one or two good songs. Anyway, I just would like to say Happy New Year. Hope you guys have a good time. Be safe, and fuck you, Lady Gaga.